Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to our Sunday night countdown, where I'm going to go over our weekly watch list on my top 7 stocks that I do like going into this week and this month. And I'm going to show you exactly how I plan on playing into each one of these. Now, quick disclaimer, anything we do mention is purely for entertainment purposes. If you guys would like financial advice, I recommend you contact financial professional. However, we have been going play by play, day by day throughout the whole year. So if you guys want to see more entries and breakouts, all you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification, and you will be notified at a timely manner. And again, much love to everybody that does subscribe. We do go out Monday through Friday on entries and breakouts. So be on the lookout for more of this week. Now, I am going to go over our favorite stocks, as I do want to go over our first one here is a penny stock that is following Bitcoin. Again, this is a Bitcoin penny stock. We have called this one out since around 616, and we did break our resistance here. Now, it looks like we are currently sitting around $10, and I do expect this one to probably sit around $13, $14 by the time market opens if Bitcoin is still holding over 60,000. So again, yesterday, was it 2 nights ago, we saw that Bitcoin finally did break that $58,000 mark that we were waiting for, that every single Bitcoin stock was waiting for. Now, again, if it does sit around $14 by the time market opens, I do want it to break over $15 for an entry if we are not already in the stock. But however, like I said, we did break this resistance. I did buy back already around here, and I did mention this. But however, like I said, if I was not already in the stock, I would want to break $15 and Bitcoin hold over 60,000. And this, in my opinion, would be very bullish for me to be entering into the stock. But again, like I said, if it is sitting around $10 by the time market opens, again, if I wasn't already in the stock, I would be buying around that level as well. Again, I do like Bitcoin as a long play regardless, because again, Jerome Powell, the guy that decides how our economy even goes, again, if Jerome Powell even says anything negative about our economy, it likes to sell off. So again, he's very careful about what he says. And for the first time ever, he finally implicated that we do possibly have inflation in America. And I think this is very bullish for Bitcoin. And I think it's starting to play out, especially with the stimulus that just got released. And then now Bitcoin's over 60,000. I think we're headed to 100,000. I don't know when, but sometime soon, eventually. And I do think that a lot of us are going to look back wondering why we didn't just buy any Bitcoin stock at this point. So again, EBON, CAN, RIOT, MARA, LGHL, all of them, BTBT, all of them, they're all good plays long-term in my opinion. But again, EBON specifically, this is how I would play it short-term and long-term if I was going to. But however, I am long-term on any price, in my opinion, compared to what it will be a year from now. So again, I do like this Bitcoin's penny stock. I do think this one will go crazy long-term regardless. So again, SNDL is the next one. This one is a cannabis stock. And the reason I want to mention this one is because, again, I did mention it was debt-free about a couple months ago when we did trade this one from 48 cents. And we did break out of our symmetric triangle here. And it does look like we did come all the way up to 295 and we did sell off. Now it did come all the way back down to our previous breakout point. And we are going to see if this is consolidating above our resistance here at 113. Now, if it does hold above 113, in my opinion, I think this is a great entry regardless. Like I said, this is very similar to EBON and any Bitcoin stock. I think a year from now on all these cannabis stocks, we're going to look back and be like, why didn't we just buy any of them? So SNDL, I do like as well, because New York came out with news that they are working on a bill over this weekend on possibly passing cannabis in New York. And if they do pass cannabis in New York, that's not only bullish for New York, that is bullish for every other state, in my opinion, because they will follow New York, in my opinion, as they always do. Again, we've learned this during the pandemic. And again, we've learned this throughout the history of America, that New York always decides what every other state usually does. So again, I do think that cannabis will be passed pretty easily, like I said, because the Democrats have won the Senate. And I do think that's very bullish overall as well. So I have been mentioning that as well before even New York news came out. So again, SNDL, I am very long on this one, and any other cannabis stock, SNDL, TLRY, APHA, OGI, you name it. They're all bullish, in my opinion, long-term. But however, as far as a good price at a very low price, SNDL is my favorite. So again, SNDL, I do like as a long-term play. And again, like I said, we did mention a couple of months ago that they are debt-free, and that's very bullish for a penny stock as well. So again, I think that we see more spikes to come for SNDL. We just got to be patient and let the news play out how we know it will. Now, GBR is my next favorite play. And the reason why I like GBR is because it is an energy stock. And this one came down from $30. This one spiked all the way up to $30 from $2, and it came all the way back down and consolidated around $5. It looks like so it wants to hold around $5. If it does hold above $5, again, like I said, I will be holding on to this one. If you want a tight stop loss, you could have one at 490. But however, I will be buying into this one, holding this one, as I do believe this one will spike up to around at least $9 to $10 eventually in the near future. Again, this is an energy stock, so I'm very bullish on energy stocks as well. I don't know if you guys have been watching them throughout the last year. but I do believe energy is essential, especially for our Democratic president that we have now. So again, I do think energy is very bullish. I think that GBR will have its time where it does go parabolic. And again, like I said, I will be buying into this one. I'm gonna be swinging this one for the next few months if I have to. But again, I do know that this one does have a nice upside to it. So again, especially if we break into this $30 mark or even close to it, we could see a 400 to 500% gainer on this one. So again, GBR is definitely a nice play, and I will be entering and buying on the dips. So again, ZOM is my next one that I do like. Again, this one is a very risky play. This one could go all the way down to possibly under $1 if the news for it does not come out in the next month. Again, they are expecting True FOMO to possibly be FDA approved. And if that does happen, again, this stock could possibly go from where it is now at around $2 all the way to $10 to $20 in a matter of minutes. So again, ZOM is definitely on the watch. Again, we have seen this one come all the way down to our previous breakout point. Again, this one could continue to sell off as we are expecting news, but it hasn't come out yet, and it could sell off till that news comes. So again, we could play it one of two ways. We could either buy now, or we could wait for this one just to break its resistance at $3, which is what I'll be doing. So again, I'm not in ZOM already. We did trade this one already at our symmetric triangle that we had mentioned previously. And again, we are going to see if this one does consolidate and break out. But I think the safest way to play it is if it does break $3, I'll be buying into it and have a tight stop loss, as it would show enough investor confidence to possibly keep going and possibly running into the news that we are expecting in March. So again, True FOMO is the news for ZOM. Definitely on the watch, as this could be a very parabolic play. But however, you want to be careful, because I do remember, I don't know if you guys have been watching ZOM since a year ago, but ZOM, I remember when they were at 23 cents. And I remember when everybody was saying they're going to go to $0. So you definitely want to be careful. If they do not get this news, I really do believe they will go below $1. And you would definitely want to have that sell trigger set and ready to sell as quick as possible if that news does come out as a negative thing for you. So again, NLSP is the next one I'm going to go over. The reason why I like NLSP, this one did gap up, and we want to see if this one does have a continuation. Again, this one would be a day trade. I'm going to go over the 5 minutes. As you can see, we did gap up. It looks like we are trying to recover. And the reason why I want to mention this one is because we had a nice after hours movement. This one came actually up to 618, and it looks like it could possibly gap up even by pre-market. So you want to make sure you are careful. But I'm going to play this one very safe, as it is very volatile. We saw this one come all the way up to where it is now. And if it does break above 730, I will be buying. Again, this is a far-fetched move from 618 where it is now to 750 and breaking above it. But like I said, the volume does look like it could be picking up, and we want to see if this does break over our resistance at 750. If it does, like I said, NLSP would be a nice day trade, but that's very, very, we just got to see if the volume does continue on this one. But I do like the movement after hours. I like how it did come back, and it looks like it wants to recover and possibly break out. So again, NLSP definitely on the watch, but not something that I'm going to be buying into until it does break a resistance. So we're going to be playing very patient on this one and let the play come to you on this one. OXBR is the next one I'll go over. I apologize if I'm going over these really quickly. I actually have something I have to go do in a minute, so I have to make these a little quicker. But OXBR, I do like, as this one has been consolidating nicely. We do see that it is creating new supports and creating higher lows and possibly going to create higher highs. Now, we do like this as a nice little entry here. If it does continue to dip, I will be selling, but we do have a key resistance here at 311. So again, like I said, I will be buying into this one, but I do want it to hold over 311. This is a very key resistance. If it does hold over 311, I will be buying into it with very tight stop loss. Again, this one likes to move really quickly, so you want to make sure you play this very safe. But again, like I said, it looks like it wants to recover. I do like the volume that has been coming in on this one. Again, we do have sell pressure that is starting to get flat, and it looks like the bulls want to start taking over again. And if that does happen, we do see these spikes that it likes to play out as. Again, I've traded this one about 3 times already. So again, OXBR is, in my opinion, following its actual natural patterns that it usually does. So OXBR is definitely on the watch if it does break over 311. Now, the next one I want to go over is PLTR. I had to go over PLTR as well, because PLTR is the #1 stock that I have been holding throughout the sell-off in the last couple weeks. I know a lot of us have been seeing the market been selling off. I don't know if you guys have been watching the videos, but I've been saying PLTR is the one stock that I've been buying more of, because I am bullish on this one overall. So we did see bullish divergence as well. That is when the price goes from higher to lower and the RSI goes from lower to higher. And it's even more bullish when the RSI is oversold, which it was. And I do like this as an overall bullish company, as we do see that Kathy Woods at ARK Invest and at Vanguard, we do see that both of those institutions are invested over 6.5 million shares in the last couple, I think it was a few weeks or a couple weeks. They have been buying over 6.5 million shares. And this is very bullish in my opinion. I think PLTR is going to make a run to around $35, $40 eventually. And I do have this as a nice swing. Again, I did mention how I bought it at 23, and I bought more at 21 on that huge sell-off. And I am sitting around 22, and it's currently at 27. Now, if I'm not already in this stock, the way I would play this is, because the resistance is around 26.90, I would if it opened where it is now at $27 on Monday, I would be buying into it and have a very tight stop loss below $26.90. If it holds above it, I could see this as possibly holding support above $27 and possibly continuing on to 35. So again, that would be a very safe play in my opinion if I wasn't already in this play. For so PLTR, in my opinion, I do like as a nice bullish run regardless, as a nice long play. I do think it's at an amazing price regardless from where it's at. And you could just buy into it and possibly average down on it. And worst comes to worst, you can see a nice swing trade. So again, I do like PLTR as a nice long play regardless. And again, this is not a recommendation. This is what I'll be doing. And I appreciate everybody that has been in the comment section. You guys have been showing me so much love. And if you guys haven't been in the comment section, you guys are definitely missing out. I hope you guys do have a watch list, because if you do, throw it in the comment section. I love talking to you guys about anything you guys have to talk about. So again, God bless you all. And I hope you guys have been enjoying our Sunday night countdowns as we do this every Sunday. Definitely be on the watch out for our weekly watch list every Sunday. And during the week, like I said, during market hours, after hours, I go crazy on entries and breakouts. So be on the lookout for more of those. And again, God bless you all. And I'll see you guys in the next video.